Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kelsey. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today, I thought it'd be kind of fun to do a random facts about me. So we're in the middle of Vlogmas right now. I hope you've been enjoying all of my extra videos this month. Like I've said before, it's been really fun to challenge myself and to come up with new video ideas. And today's video is one that I've been just like wanting to do for months and months and months and years probably, and just haven't ever gotten around to it. Many of you have asked me to do like a get to know me video or like about me, and I've left like a few little hints about me here and there over the years, but I thought it'd be fun to just list off 10 random things about me. It is kind of like a little bit of my story, but also like really random. So I hope you enjoy. Let's start with number 1. Before last week, I cannot remember a day of going without makeup in public. So if you notice today, this is why I'm starting on this one, I'm not wearing makeup today. It's weird. I feel kind of naked, but also kind of free. I've worn like a full face of makeup for pretty much as long as I can remember. Like, I don't think I wore a ton of makeup in high school, but I definitely wore some. But college, like, I'd say even like junior year in high school and on, I've pretty much worn like a full face of makeup every day. I've definitely gone through seasons of like wearing full coverage or wearing like a BB cream or wearing just like concealer. But there's always been something, and last Saturday, actually, I kind of unintentionally didn't wear makeup. I had to do some errands like super early in the morning, and so I had woken up and was like, you know what, I don't feel like putting makeup on. If I want to come back later, I will put makeup on and kind of continue my day. And it just didn't happen. Like, I went and ran my errands that morning, and then I had to come back to our house to pick up my husband, and he was like ready to go, so I was like, well, I guess I'm not doing my makeup. And then I just went about the rest of my day without wearing makeup. And so I kind of decided that I'm gonna do like once a week of not wearing makeup. So today was that day. This week, today is Thursday, and again, I had like some early morning errands to run, and so I was like, perfect day. I'm just gonna let my face be free. And it's been really nice. So, random fact number 1, before last week, couldn't remember a time when I didn't wear makeup out and about, but now we're starting new. Number 2, another thing about me naturally, I guess, is this is the closest my hair has been to my natural color, like in 20 years, maybe not 20 years, but like at least 15 years. And not all of my hair, because there's definitely like some bleached parts in here, but up here at my roots, my hair is also very dirty, so just like ignore the oiliness. But like up here, this is all my natural hair, and I also, I mean, I've got a lot of natural color throughout my hair. The underneath is pretty much all natural color, and my hair hasn't been that way in a very, very long time. I started dyeing my hair when I was like a sophomore in high school. I think I was allowed to start dyeing my hair when I was like 14 or 15. And I've done pretty much every color you can think of. I've had black hair, I've had bleach blonde hair, I've had pink hair, purple hair, blue hair, gray hair, red hair, burgundy hair. I've done it all. I've done so many colors, and honestly, I think this has been one of my favorites. Kind of the natural, a little bit of like brightness to add some like life to my skin, but I've been really enjoying it. Number 3, kind of going along with hair, I've just started finding gray hair, and not a lot. Like, I have one up at the top here, like in this section, that always just kind of like is right here. It doesn't matter if my hair is colored or what, it just always kind of like comes back right up here. I found like a few more, but not many, but I'm starting to get there. Which, random fact kind of off of this, my mom started graying at a really young age, and now she's like completely gray. She has like a salt and pepper kind of look to her hair, and I think it's really pretty. And so maybe one day my hair will be a nice light ashy gray color. Which leads me to my 4th point. I am 30 years old. Oftentimes, people do not think I am that old and are very surprised when they learn that I'm 30, but I'm 30. Number 5 is I've been married for 7 years, which is also usually really shocking for people when they hear that we've been married for 7 years, because they're like, wait, how old are you? Like, 30. Got married at 23, which is young, but I feel like it wasn't that young. Like, when we got married, all of our friends had already been married for like a year at least, and so we were like the last ones of our friend group to get married, and everyone was like, when are you guys getting married already? And it was like this big ordeal, and we finally got married when we wanted to. Number 6, my husband Greg and I grew up together. We went to the same church. Our families went to the same church growing up, and so we've known each other since we were kids. We didn't really start hanging out until like high school. Junior high, I remember talking to him a few times, like at church, and trying to like flirt a little bit. I've always had a crush on my husband, and it wasn't reciprocated until later in life. But we were really good friends in high school, and I mean, I was pretty much in love. I don't know, I knew like at high school aged that I was gonna marry my husband. Stalker or something, I don't know. But we were really good friends. We were in a band together. We went to church together. We were really good friends. He called me his sister, which was unfortunate. But we've been dating since 2008, so over 11 years. So we've been together for a long time, married for a little over 7. It was 7 in October. Number 7, I have 2 younger sisters. I'm the oldest of 3 sisters. We have no brothers, my dad's in the family, but no other boys, except for we got a dog when I was like a senior in high school, and he's a boy, and so my dad finally had another boy in the family. But besides that, it's all girls. 2 younger sisters. They are 4 and 6 years younger than me, and I love them so much, and I get to see one of them in a few days. The other one I'm not seeing. Boo, Courtney. But I love them. They both had babies at the, one at the New Year's Eve. One of my sisters had a baby, and then the other one at the like middle of January. And so I have a niece and a nephew now, and I love them, and it's so fun to see them grow, and I'm so excited to see my nephew in a few days too. You too, Lindsay, but more your baby. More facts about growing up. I grew up singing, so I still sing to this day. I sing and play guitar, but I grew up singing. My dad is a musician. My dad plays saxophone and piano and has always just had like an ear for music, and so from like a very young age, my dad wanted us to be musical, and so I took piano lessons growing up. I also played violin for like a long time, 5 or 6 years, a while. I've played guitar since like high school-ish. Like that was like the instrument that I was like, I don't want to play violin anymore. Violin's for losers. I want to play guitar because it's cool. And so I've been playing guitar ever since, and I enjoy it. But growing up, singing was like definitely the main focus. I competed in talent shows and all kinds of stuff often. I actually, kind of embarrassing, I have tried out for American Idol when I was like 18 or 19, really young. I tried out for American Idol. Me and my sisters actually tried out as a group for, was that American Idol too? I honestly do not remember. We tried out for another singing competition. I've never made it, which whatever, but I still enjoy singing. I love it, and it's definitely part of my life. I've been thinking about doing like some cover songs here on my channel. I don't know if that would be of interest. Would that be of interest? I don't know. Number 9, I have lived in 5 different states. So I was born in California. I was born in Southern California actually, and then my parents moved to Northern California when I was like 1 year old. So I grew up in Northern California from a young age, but when I was like 5, my parents decided we were gonna move to Oregon. My dad's family at the time lived in Oregon. A lot of them still live in Oregon, but they lived in the Portland area, and so my dad was like, let's move to Oregon. And so we moved to Oregon for like 6 months, and then we moved back because my mom's family all lives in California, and she wanted to be closer to her mom. So we moved back to California, lived there until college, and I did my 2 first years of college in California living at home, and then after that I moved to Seattle and I did some college there. So that is state number 3, California, Oregon, Washington, so just all up the West Coast. After college, moved back home to California, and then once we got married, my husband had a job in Missouri, so I moved to Missouri, and we lived in Missouri for a little while. He was there for almost 3 years, and I was there for 2 years, and then we moved up to Minnesota, where we're at now, and we've been here for a little over 5 years, which time goes by way too fast, and we love Minnesota. So 5 different states. Again, why people, like, when we first moved to Minnesota and we're like, yeah, we've lived in like a few different places, and people are like, how old are you guys? Because I don't know, we just lived a lot of places, have made some big life transitions, and it's been really fun, but I'm definitely happy to be settled in Minnesota right now. The last fact, number 10, is I've worked in coffee for 7 years. So this one's gonna be a little bit of a longer random fact because there's a lot that goes into that. So I've always wanted to work in coffee. Coffee has been one of those things that I've like loved for my whole life. It's been like a part of my family growing up. Like if we ever went on a trip, or if we were like just going out for errands or something, our first stop was always coffee, whether that was Starbucks or Pete's Coffee, or just like any coffee shop that we could find, or even just like making coffee at home and bringing it with us. Coffee was just like a part of our life. It was a part of our culture, and that has continued into the rest of my life. But so I always wanted to work in coffee, and coffee's this weird like job where it's hard to get into the coffee community without having like past experience. But like, how do you get experience if you can't get a job? You know what I'm saying? And so I always wanted to work in coffee. I tried to in like high school and college and after college, and just never was able to. When we moved to Missouri, I actually started working in 2 different coffee shops there and loved it. I ended up managing a location there, and that's kind of where I started like getting my feet wet in management. And now here in Minnesota, I'm the general manager of 3 coffee shops. It's called Corner Coffee, and I love it. It's so much fun. It's a lot of work, but I enjoy it, and I love coffee. But that's it. That was like 10-ish with a few extra thrown in random facts about me. I hope that was insightful and you got to know me a little bit better. I love doing this. I love sharing my life with you, and I hope that you feel like I'm a real person and like I'm one of you, because I am. I watch YouTube so much and I love YouTube. So yeah, thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you haven't already. I would love to have you around. And until next time, bye guys. Why is my nose so red? Oh my goodness. Is it because it's hot? I think it's because the lights are hot, and so my Rudolph nose. What is going on? And I've just been talking a lot. I don't know. This is what no makeup does to you, I guess. Jeez.